All right, and we are back. So I am assuming we are good on the timer. Sorry, I probably should have asked last time. But it's okay, because the universe bailed me out. Alrighty then. We are going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's not where time starts. Okay, go.
Good luck.
That's a good start. Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm Lonely. This is Four Swords Adventures. Game released for the GameCube. The middle child of the GameCube Zelda games between Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. With me, I have two commentators. If y'all want to introduce yourselves.
Absolutely. Hello, everybody. I'm Anise. This is my Zelda speedrun commentary debut, and I'm very excited that it gets to be A, with such a lovely runner as Lonely, and B, on such an unusual Zelda game. I'll throw it over to Ash.
Hey everyone, Synthwave Ash here. Excited to lend my voice to this lovely run by Lonely, although Link certainly isn't lonely, as there's 4 of them in this game.
Which one's
Yes.
Zink?
So,
Cool
The purple one?
I don't
so
know.
this
tell
Zelda
us
game is
in
really
chat.
different because it's split
And
up
your
into
donation.
different 24 different levels. And in each level, you need to get, 23 of 24 levels. You need to get 2,000 force gems to be able to break the barrier at the end of every level. That's where a lot of the speed tech and routing comes in, is getting those force gems, as well as getting to the end of every level quickly. Kind of a careful balancing act we have to do. So you can play this game with a Game Boy attached to your GameCube, but I am playing with a GameCube controller, which is faster for single-player speedruns, because it lets me do quick formations with the C-stick, which we'll get into when the run starts. But another thing worth noting is that I am playing on the Japanese version. Most text in this game prints in one frame, just like Xbox and Xbox. So you don't actually save a ton of time on text like you do in other Zelda games like Ocarina of Time. But there are version exclusive glitches and mechanics on the Japanese version that basically make it A, faster, and B, a lot more convenient to play on. Japanese is basically easy mode. That being said, this run is not easy. This is a notoriously difficult Zelda speedrun. I've known several really good speedrunners who have played this and have said that it's a very difficult run. So hopefully I can do it justice today.
All right. So what do we got going on in the story here? All right, let's spitball. We have 7 ladies being sealed in crystals. As we are in favor of women's liberation, we don't like that.
True. Y'all gotta donate for women. Donate for releasing the 7 women from the crystals. Whomsoever they are.
We've got a sword. The 4 sword.
Yeah, people get really mad at me because they sometimes mess up and call it the Master Sword. But yeah, this is the 4 sword. I will not call it the Master Sword just for you. Yeah. And I need to pull it, and for some reason the cursor defaults to no, even though you can't progress if you choose anything but yes. So,
That's really
that's
funny.
fun.
Let's go 4 swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want the
Really
hero
just-
accidentally starting the adventure before they're ready, I guess.
We're really just getting into the early 2000s tradition of taking a Nintendo protagonist and splitting them in 4 pieces. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror did this too. It also had like a shadow Kirby.
Yeah, it was in style at the time.
Now that I'm thinking about it, might be the same game.
Maybe. Chad, if you have any inclination about what this game is, please do include that in your donations towards the National Women's Law Center. Oh, and also if you're a Kirby fan, we do have a $5 Kirby playing card prize open right now. So if you donate a minimum of $5, you're just automatically entered to win that. Pretty cool.
All right, so we're gonna get into the first level here. A lot's gonna happen really fast. You're gonna see me rolling around. And rolling's way faster than walking. I want to try and chain them together frame perfectly, obviously.
All right, so we're getting into it. We already are going to have a lot of tech and skips more or less immediately in this game. The first thing to note is that the gem route for this level is actually somewhat complex. There's a lot of RNG available throughout all of the gems that we can collect. There's a lot of ways that we'll get gems. They'll be raining from the sky. We can get them from dropped enemies. We can just find them lying around the level. But a lot of that is RNG as to how many gems we actually get from it. So we're going to, hopefully, we won't have to, but just in case, we'll be utilizing a combo. Oh, there we go. We just pulled a rock out of nothing. That rock is supposed to be in the backyard of that house and has the fire rod under it, but because we can just rip it right out of the ground there, we can just skip going to the backyard, grab the fire rod early, and save a little time there.
Yeah.
All right.
You can actually skip the boomerang in this level at the beginning, but it just introduces a lot more RNG, so not really it only saves like 10 seconds too, so not really something that's worth it for a marathon run.
Yeah.
But coming up is going to be the first big skip. This is going to skip several screens of the level. It is a pickup clip, if one of you wants to talk about that.
Absolutely. So pickup clipping is more or less the defining clip of the category at this point. There were a lot of other methods people use to clip through stuff, but pickup clipping is very powerful, very flexible, and doesn't require a lot of setup. So we start seeing it right there. Effectively, what we're going to be doing there is, as Green Link, we're going to hop to the side to set up a precise distance. Then we're going to swap to Blue Link, I believe, and pick up Purple Link. As we do that, we buffer a formation input on the C-stick, which is important because it sets the links to a position with Green Link as sort of the origin, sort of the 0-0 on that. And because we perfectly positioned Green Link previously, that is going to, for one frame, clip Purple Link into the wall, at which point we can use a roll to just go through the wall.
Sometimes natural momentum from the formation isn't enough. Like, I didn't need to roll there, but there will be some where I need to roll for a bit of extra momentum.
Formations in general let you do some really wacky stuff in this game.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of cool formation tech in this stage. This stage doesn't have like a major skip, but it has a ton of minor stuff, including first off, I have to grab these gems. This is another stage with a pretty tight gem route. But Panic is going to be the freeze cliff, really cool trick.
Yeah, I love the freeze clip. So the idea here is that we're going to be putting out that giant ring of fire in the middle there, and that's going to create some lag, and the game just doesn't calculate collision correctly while you're lagging. So we're going to park Purple Link up here, generate the lag, and then, yep, Purple Link is now in the wall. And we're just going to skip through here. Right into our next trick here, we can push these blocks wrong. By setting up all the links alongside the blocks, we can skip a lot of that maze just by pushing stuff out of the way in a weird way.
A lot of tricks in this game can be described as like weird, or we don't know exactly why, etc., etc. But they work.
They sure do work.
You also see me do the C up, which is this box formation. A lot for combat, just because it's a good way to get all the links kind of in one spot.
Yeah, I should let broadcast know that I was instructed to go in blind by Lonely, so these glitches are blowing my mind. I have no idea what's going on in like the best way possible.
Oh, they're just gonna get sillier.
I can't wait.
We do a little proto Breath of the Wild magic here. Set some arrows on fire to light those torches. Now we just have to clear out all these bats with some quick formation shots. We're gonna have to hit all of them to get this gem rain. So you'll notice that when we pick up these big gems, there is an animation.
Should be fine. I mean, I have to do some math.
Yeah. That's kind of scary.
20. No, it's fine. 20. Okay, well, I didn't pick up that. I need a 1 gem drop. Which is funny.
Okay.
Hopefully I can just get it here.
Okay, I'll let
Or no, I can't count. I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. Never mind. No more
I can't do
locking
math.
required.
I can't do math. It was never my strong suit.
That's understandable. I'm not familiar with any numbers that are higher than 30,355 right now. And I think the
That's an
chat is
improvement
going to
from
need
last
to
marathon.
donate to teach me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get those numbers counting.
We absolutely want to. We've got $445 on the IRL Talking Alf doll incentive, by the way, out of the 2,000 that we need. And that needs to be bet before Alf, which is our very next game. So chat, if you are donating to tell us about your favorite Zelda women or characters, go ahead and apply them towards that Alf Talking doll incentive as well.
Absolutely. We just saw our first Shadow Link fight. That one is perhaps the least complicated because there's only one of them. We're going to start seeing those numbers climb. The important thing is that there will be one Shadow Link per fight, I believe, that will turn one of our Link's colors. Only that Link can damage it. And that's a general rule throughout other color-coded bosses in this game. Alright,
So coming up is 1-3. Very difficult level. This is often the gatekeeper when people try and pick up this game. It has an extremely difficult trick near the start. Well, first I'm going to do a cutscene skip. That didn't look like much, but I did skip a cutscene there with an owl. Basically, only the active Link can trigger cutscenes. So by rolling around the cutscene trigger with the active Link, you can skip the owl cutscene. And then a series of pickup clips here to skip that room.
Yes, indeed. And we are not done yet. We are going to end up skipping pretty much the majority of this level. Let's see, we got... Yeah, this is...
I mean, it's going to be the first of 2 GBA OVs.
Yeah. These are sort of an endangered species at this point. They've mostly been supplanted by Pickup Clip, but Pickup Clip can't do what we are trying to do here. So the idea here is that by... Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Nice.
Not bad at all.
Beautiful. So yeah, by calling the links on a very specific window after you exit GBA indoor area, you can use that to flip out of bounds. It's significantly less flexible because it relies on having a GBA area, but unlike Pickup Flip, it lets you go up in this case.
Yeah. And GBA OVs are extremely precise. They're frame perfect at 60 FPS to be specific. So, big regular trick. There is a way to buffer them, but I'm really bad at it.
Alright, another neat little pickup clip here. This one's gonna be a little different because we can't hop green Link to the left at all. So, but Lonely makes it look easy as always. And then, you know, one more. Why not? Why not? One more pickup clip. For old time's sake. It just feels right.
Yeah, we're noting every pickup clip is technically frame perfect. There are like frame perfect, and basically you should think about it as if they are pixel perfect. There technically is no such thing as a pixel in this game in terms of positioning. Oh yeah, that happened also.
Yeah, so that's jump storage. The idea behind that, I'll try not to talk about this too much because we're fighting Phantom Ganon right now, but in the GVA screen, if you leave while you're jumping, then you store the jump into the next frame, and that causes you to jump from a really weird position. And now we're just going to do some good old Zelda electric tennis.
Yeah, I'm supposed to two-cycle this guy, but unfortunately, I did not jump attack. Jump attacking in this game is deceptively difficult. It's actually like a 2 or 3 frame window to jump attack. And it's basically the same as like a smash input in Smash. Like just forward and B at the same time.
Alright, well, 3 cycle ain't bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
And we're out of here.
Yeah, and that's World 1.
Going on to World 2, which means I'm handing it off to Ash.
Yeah, and these end of world cutscenes are a great time for donations if you have anything for me, say.
Oh, absolutely. We got some love already coming in. $25 from Anonymous, who says, "This is my favorite Zelda game. I played this through many times as a kid. Good luck with the run." I love seeing the love for Four Swords Adventures in the donations. If this is a game that touched your childhood as well, or you've discovered it in adulthood and really love it, absolutely donate for the love. And also, we have $10 from SSA Dallas, who says, "Hey, do you have another one of them Four Swords? It's the only way I'll be able to watch this whole run. I may have to leave early, but I know this run is going to get crushed." Absolutely. This is already going so fast, and you know what else is getting crushed? That IRL Talking Alf doll incentive. We are already 25% of the way there, $530 out of the 2,000 that we need, so chat, y'all are doing great, but as a reminder, we need to get that met before Alf, which is right after this run. So remember, if you're donating with the Four Swords love, with the love for your favorite Link, please choose your favorite Link. I'd like to see between green, red, purple, and blue, which one y'all like. Apply that donation towards the IRL Talking Alf doll incentive.
Alright, thank you so much. Going into World 2 here, we have the Coast. This is basically a pickup clip gauntlet, because pickup clips, the main use for them is going to the right, and this level happens to be just a straight shot to the right, pretty much. So, yeah, just a few pickup clips in a row here.
Lots of pickup clips to get over obstacles and just generally not follow the path, because after all, in every Zelda game, walls are merely suggestions. And we're also using a small we're also using a small optimization. You can skip the animation on picking up the large gems if you're currently holding something.
Yeah, and a lot of the time, the only thing you have to hold is your friend, which leads to the name "Pick Up Your Friends to Go Fast," which is what I like to call this game sometimes.
Just gonna make our way through some crabs here.
Yeah, this is a good time to talk about the combo system. Maybe.
Yeah. Ash, you want to take this one? Or you want me to take this one?
You can go ahead.
Alright, sounds good. So, you'll notice numbers coming up over enemies if we are able to defeat them in sequence. That was a big bomb that we just sort of skipped the animation of by leaving and then coming back in again. So, the numbers are basically how many...
All right. Well, looks like Ganon is back. He took our stream again. This is unacceptable. Chat, please donate towards the National Women's Law Center to let us come back and defeat Ganon. I'm sure y'all's donations will go ahead and tick his health bar down. Now, speaking of ticking, the numbers are ticking up, and I'm learning new numbers. We've got $12.30 from Snorks, who says, "Hi, Satan. Here are a few numbers to get you started." All right. I think I'm learning. I'm getting it. We've got 30,452. All right. I'm not sure what's next, but I really like that number. So chat, if you'd like to get us even higher than that number, teach me more, please go ahead and allot them towards that Alf IRL Talking Doll incentive as well. And Chat, if you don't know what ALF is a really unique sitcom TV show from the 80s and 90s about an alien crash landing in a California suburb. It is really kind of something special. It's not something you'd see really on the airwaves today, in my opinion, but like not in a bad way. It's just really, really cool. But also really, really weird. And that IRL talking ALF doll is also super, super weird. I know that GDQ folks are into weird things, so I'm sure y'all are going to be into that as well. Now, ALF is an alien, and if y'all didn't know, the people in Zelda actually aren't human. They're Hylians. And we don't know a whole lot about what a Hylian is, but a Hylian also might be an alien. Do we have thoughts? Please discuss in your donations towards the National Women's Law Center. !donate in chat, or you can use that donate to charity button right underneath your screen. And you can still allot that donation if you use the donate to charity button towards an incentive. All you have to do after you use that purple button is scroll back up to the live feed and then click the GDQ logo, the little plus thing. And then it'll tell you what to do next. So super easy. You can donate right through there. You don't have to go to any links. It is, although we do like Link. We're doing Four Swords Adventures. We do like Link. So I'd love to, by the way, still hear who your favorite Link is in Four Swords Adventures. We don't have any opinions yet, but I know y'all are probably partial towards one of the 4 colors available. Red Link, purple Link, green Link, and blue Link. They all deserve some love. So send in some donations and let me know which one is your favorite. !donate or the donate to charity button right underneath your screen. We have $50 from Robert, who says, "Thank you, Frost Hotels, for this beautiful event. I wish all runners the best of luck. Greetings from Germany." Thank you so much for that wonderful donation. That $50, by the way, enters you into an every single day prize we have available. You don't even have to think about it. Now, I do want to think about some more Four Swords, so let's get back into it.
All right, I'm ready to start again in 3, 2, 1, go.
So as we last left off, we did a quicker Nova Bomb screen using, cheating, much like that, to skip large sections.
I love cheating.
Yeah, that's the best. And then, so here, with all these enemies, we'll just go over for people who didn't catch it. So the combo system, you see those numbers popping up as we defeat enemies in quick succession. Allows you to build up the combo. Notably, if you can build up a high combo up to 101, it can actually cause fairies to spawn. And then those could always be useful. Here we've got another bomb screen.
Yeah, if I'm on screen, as in not underwater, not in the GBA screen, when that bomb goes off, I will die no matter what my health is at.
So we'll just color.
Like in real life. You can just
Yeah. And then slay the or defeat the color-coded lobster.
Yeah, shouts to the lobster.
And we just went away, but we do have 2,000 gems, and the reason the gem routing is important, every level you need to get 2,000 gems. Once you hit 2k gems, you unlock the Four Sword, which you need to defeat the eyeballs. As you do.
You can't have a Zelda game without poking a few eyeballs.
Alright, 2-2, a really famous level in this game. It's a big trading quest, but in the speedrun we can skip basically all of it with the pickup flip.
You're the best kind. Yep, this is the village of the Blue Maiden. And like Lonely said, normally you talk to folks, trade this and that. But here we're just gonna say, nah. What are fences anyway?
Being able to get through that fence was like a long time dream of ours that pickup flip made come true. And then I'm gonna do this gem duplication trick.
Yeah, so here
Basically, if I
we're
leave the screen on the same frame, I pick up a static gem. I can duplicate it. I do have a setup for it, but the setup involves frame perfect inputs. One more. Right, good.
bam, 2102. Just like that.
Guys, big money.
Yeah, just remember that next time you're ever out in the wild and see a big purple gem, pick up a bush, and just have your 3 friends leave to the next screen, right as you're picking it up, and all your money problems will be solved.
Yeah, so this takes what is normally one of the longest levels in the game. Oh, we also went out of bounds and skipped the fight at the end. Makes it an incredibly short, actually the shortest level in the game.
Kind of a shame. I like that haunted Kakariko Village music.
Yeah.
We just don't get to see that again.
Now level 2-3, the Eastern Palace.
Probably has it depends on the day, but some days I would say this is the trick in this level is the hardest trick in the game. That I do in my runs at least. You can basically always go harder in this game, but this is maybe the hardest trick that I will be doing today. So basically I'm gonna do a very precise pickup clip into roll to get just enough momentum to go into this center room here. You can see that room off to the right.
So lining it up.
Yeah, this is very precise. Nice,
Yeah!
first try.
Yay!
Oh,
Let's go.
whoa! That was awesome.
The power of angles.
And a first try on the OOB.
Yeah.
She's too good.
Wow!
Yeah.
Lonely the goat.
That was really good.
Notably, this level 2-3, that's the last GB out of bounds that
Yeah.
we shall see. As we mentioned earlier, that's been supplanted by other tricks.
Cool movement thing here. I can push the block with green while moving with red. There's a lot of cool small movement back in this run like that.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can get done when you got 3 duplicates to help you out.
It's good stuff. There was like a little micro optimization earlier where Lonely left a formation of links to collect some gems that were dropping while the green link moved into another room, and I just think that's the coolest thing that you
Yep, and yeah,
that's speed runs.
yeah, and we saw another zip there. We addressed the pit.
Yeah, so basically another pretty intuitive, I would hope, trick. You call purple over, and then using roll momentum, you can get him over to the other side.
So we're gonna defeat some floor tiles, getting that combo up. Ooh, and now the chests want to get involved.
Whole room wants to combative decor.
And then this is the lag room. You'll see why I call it that in 2 seconds.
Oh, that is a lot of particle effects.
And just picking up gems. As while routing, we do need to pick up 2K.
That's exactly as
And
much as
there
we
we
need
go.
for the talking elf doll, also.
Ooh,
Yeah.
how
I think not.
serendipitous.
Yeah, that's like parallels.
It's like parallels. And chat, we have 568 out of the 2,000, so let's pick up some gems and donate them towards Elf.
We love Alf.
We love Elf!
You know who else loves Alf? Zinc, the best link.
Oh. Okay. Chat, can you tell me if this is true in your donations?
Alright.
We're just fighting Stone Argus here.
Yep. Got a boomerang to get rid of all of his Stone Argus children.
It's kind of messed up.
It really is, but you know, we don't need to get into the ethics here. Neither here nor there, or anywhere. You can one cycle the second phase. Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Just let them land and then do a bunch of square spin attacks.
This is a really good 2-3. That level is extremely difficult, so I'm really happy.
Yeah, it was
but yeah, end of world cutscene.
level
If you have
two.
anything for me, Satan, that would be a great time.
Oh my gosh, I have so much. We got $25 from David who says, numbers go up, streams go down. Here's the streams going back up. Thank you so much, tech team. You'll love to see it. And another $25 from Anonymous who says, can someone tell Alf that the Cat 5 cables are not cats? Please stop eating them so we can get on with watching The Legend of Zelda speedrun. That's
Love it.
awesome. So, Chad, if you didn't know, Alf, the alien who's going to star in our next run, likes eating cats. That's like a thing for Alf. And I don't know if the IRL talking doll mentions that, but if we want to find out altogether, we have to meet that incentive to be able to do it. So please go ahead, !donate, donate towards the National Women's Law Center, and apply that to the IRL talking Alf doll incentive. That is, by the way, going to close at the beginning of Alf, which is our very next run. So we don't have a ton more time. Zelda fans, I know you can make this happen.
Alright, and we're just going to do another Zelda classic, and we'll be sliding on up Death Mountain here. So immediately, this is a level with a sort of unusual route, because in a lot of levels we're doing gem routing, in this level we're doing health routing.
Good, I got a drop there. What I wanted, a health drop.
Nice.
Coming up is going to be the first formation hover of the run. These used to be a lot more common, but it's another tech we've kind of phased out over the years.
It looks very funny. We're just holding formation here and tapping over. We're going to set our respawn point onto that little ledge by sliding over it. Fall off, respawn on there, and we're through. And already we're on to our next room where we're doing some nonsense, just tanking damage from those shoes. A little micro optimization you'll probably notice a lot here is that we are picking up the big boulders and roll canceling that animation immediately to go a little faster. Oh,
Yeah, it's actually canceled by pressing. Gosh, I need to get this guy out of my life. Cancel it by pressing Y or L, but you usually just roll right after. That's why it looks like a roll cancel.
yeah. And another pickup clip. Full pad at this point.
Pickup clip is like the newest discovery in this game. It was found in early 2024. Turned 2 years old a week or so ago. And it definitely revolutionized how we play this game. For reference, before pickup clip, the world record was, I believe, a 2:01:30. Forgive me, Navi, if that's wrong. And now it is a 1:52 something. 36, I think?
Casual, like 10-minute time save.
Yeah.
Alright, speaking of pickup clips, here's another one. And we did 1 Hinox in the first room, 3 Hinoxes in the second room. Guess how many Hinoxes are in the third room? And the answer is...
A lot.
Yeah. It's
Try counting,
it's a job.
but you don't have that much time.
That's a party.
But yeah, we just are going to skip that room entirely by pickup clipping and then doing a little super jump over the bad hat. And that brings us pretty close to the end of the level.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go through a little wave fight here.
I'm gonna do something stupid. Lock in. Got it. Okay. Disco gems. So that's a trick to pick up all 4 gems at once with Link over your head to skip the pickup animation. There is a setup for it, but I don't really like it.
I mean, it looks real neat. It's very disco. And that's the level. We just get
Yeah.
a gajillion gems under that rock for free. That's the route.
that's Tingle's secret rupee stash. Or not rupees. Sorry, I've been playing too much A Link Between Worlds. Gem stash.
Good.
Yeah.
And we got another owl clip. Or owl skip immediately.
Into a freeze clip. This one I have to get first try, or I have to reset the level. Just here. Nice.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, same as we saw in 1-2 there. We're just putting out a fire and using the weird physics that we get from doing that to do a little clip. And let's see. So we are chilling for a little bit here, but we get to skip a good bit of this maze using another glitch called the Flying Link glitch, which we're setting up now by picking up that pot. So basically, we can make Link sort of just hover in the air indefinitely as long as they are holding an object and moving. It is not as incredible as it sounds, but it does let you do some really funny stuff. You're invincible during it. You can't go over like holes, but you can manipulate screen transitions in an interesting way, which is relevant from what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay, and then this room we've just got a bunch of bombs. The white one is going to be full of beautiful gemstones. We love that. And then we're just going to blow up this other one, which will instantly annihilate every link on the screen. Lonely, why aren't you getting off the screen?
Yeah, sorry, I need to take a sip of water. Alright. So yeah, if you have the tech box up, you are also immune to the Nova Bomb. Really cool thing.
And do a little slide over that gap.
Yeah, I'll hover, and then I'm gonna do another contender for hardest trip in the run. This is objectively not that hard, I'm just bad at it. There we go. That was actually really fast.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that looked so
that's
clean.
A formation. That was a formation menu clip. By opening that formation menu and closing it repeatedly, you can go into what we call actors. Basically, anything that's not solid, like fire, NPCs, those are all actors.
Alright, one of these shadow links is the real one.
If it's not this one, there's going to be a crash out on stream.
Hold up, wait for it.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're good. We living.
There's the other one in the house, which
yeah, we gotta go in the
after.
house and go fight him.
Yeah, I haven't gone in the house in probably like 5 years. A very rare thing to have happen in our run. Here's another owl skip with a carefully pitched jump slash.
Nice. Alright, and we're just going to be fighting. Oh gosh. I'm trying to remember what this boss is called.
Palmer King. Yeah, this guy's from Wind Waker, which is another Zelda game I play a lot. So I could never forget my good buddy, the Helmer King.
Yeah. You can just bonk him on the head a few times though. You know, for laughs. Just as a prank. Okay. So these swoops are RNG. Ideally, you want as few of them as possible. We got one extra one there, I believe.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
and then on this phase, I'm going to be going for another type 1 cycle. Nice.
Looks
Nice.
good.
Woo! Bird down.
All right, and that's 3-2.
Yes.
So now we just got another temple. It's Zelda. We can't get enough of them. We could probably run a quick donation real quick.
Yeah, go for it, Sim.
Absolutely. We've got love for women in gaming in the donations, and one I'm not sure how to interpret, but I like it. $50 from Sheik, who says, my favorite Link is Zelda. Interesting.
So
I'll need
true.
some time to process that one. But thank you very much for your donation towards the National Women's Law Center. Keep it coming with the love for Zelda and for women in gaming. Let's do this.
Alright, so this is a bit of a chiller level. One thing you'll notice is that we are rolling through the fire. That isn't a glitch or anything. The fire just, the hitbox of the fire disappears way sooner than the visual for it. And some tight gem routing in this room. I'm going to hit that fountain to attempt to get as many as possible while we can. Did we talk about what happens if you don't get enough gems in this game?
I think we alluded to it, but yeah, we could definitely talk more about that.
Yeah. Real quick though, we're going to do a gap skip right here by using formation as well as a link toss to get a little extra momentum over that gap. We can get just far enough along that we go ahead and set our respawn point to the other side, which is very convenient for what we're trying to do, and we're going to do another one right here. That looks good. Yes.
Never mind. The game
Never mind.
is awesome.
Going to back.
Alright. So here I'm going to do, after, assuming I can hit a gap skip. Okay, here I'm going to do the first left-facing pickup clip of the run. These are a lot harder than the right-facing pickup clips. Because you have to hit a different frame.
The right-facing clips have pretty consistent setups. These are a little more touch and go. Also, you'll notice that we are picking up the red link for this one. That's important because, so we're picking up the purple link for all of the right-facing ones, and the reason for that is simple. We're calling formation to get the momentum to do the pickup clip. Purple link, being the fourth link, goes to the right, and red link is going to go to the left for this formation. So,
Alright.
yeah, there we go.
Ooh, this guy's too good.
Dang, it's tough out there.
Alright. Fire bar room. You can actually jump slash over these fire bars, which I just failed to do. Because jump slashes, and this will be relevant later, increase your, I always get my axes messed up. I guess it's Y-axis? No, Z-axis. I should really not mess this up in a 2D video game, but that's for another time.
You know, there's three axes. There's three dimensions. We did a cool little optimization in that previous room where we push green link into a pit and then use the respawn invincibility to skip through some of those fire bars. And yeah,
there's invisible pops here. Very weird thing. That's only on the Japanese version. That they caught it for the NA version.
Fascinating. Alright, another Shadow Link fight.
This is the first one that can be pretty nasty. Yeah, if you want to talk about back in time, now would probably be a good time.
Let's see if we got this. That looks good. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we don't have enough gemstones by the time we get to the end of the level, we gotta do what we call back in time. We hit the eyeball, it is too powerful for our unbuffed weak swords, and it sends us back usually to the beginning of the level and respawns all the gems. We keep the ones that we got, and then we just have to run through the level again and collect more. Speaking of which, we are on the boss fight in this temple. It kind of doesn't really look like a boss fight. We're kind of just bombing some Dodongo.
World 3 is kind of weird in that the big, scary boss is in the second level, and then in the third level you just have these guys.
Yep. We chilling. There we go.
If you want to read something, Satan, while I wait for these guys to open their mouths, now would be a good time.
Oh, absolutely. I do want to point out to chat that we're only about $400 away from $31,000 on the total for the National Women's Law Center, and there's so many numbers in between that I need to learn. So go ahead and type !donate in chat and get in those donations about your favorite women in gaming or your favorite Link. We've got $25 from Maggie, who says, shout out to Purple and Blue Link. Also shout out to Melano, my favorite femme in gaming. She's the coolest witch around. That is awesome. Keep shouting those
You can
out.
keep going because we have an end of world cutscene here.
Yeah.
Awesome. We got $15 from Lan, who says, while she may not be a space-exploring bounty hunter, referring to Samus, who is currently winning the Femmes bid war, Chicory from Chicory, A Colorful Tale is a wonderful heroine. She's a butt-kicking hare who devoted herself to art and being the leader the world needed her to be. She faces her demons and depression and shows us we can do the same. Her story is truly inspiring, and I love her. Aww,
Yeah, I played Chicory for the first time this year, and Chicory is a wonderful femme in gaming.
It's a really beautiful game. Definitely recommend that. And again, all sorts of women in gaming as protagonists, amazing games. Please do tell us about your favorite! !donate, and put those donations towards the Alpha incentive while you're at it as well. We are still at 568 out of the 2,000, and that is closing before our very next run, so we definitely would love some love on that.
And as we head into World 4 here, we only have levels 4 through 8 left to meet that Alpha incentive. And also, let's hear it for women, y'all.
Let's
Yeah.
go, women.
Let's go, women!
Speaking of women, that's a segue. At the beginning of this level, we have to navigate Malin, who got lost.
Yes, we have.
I think.
Yep. We got to do an
use a
escort.
professional Malin escort by just holding out our sword. We'll destroy any of the fireballs that come towards us.
Yeah, it
To make
turns
sure
out
she
if you
doesn't get
charge,
caught
yeah,
on our tree.
if you charge on that fire screen, if you charge the sword left and walk past, the only part that the fire can damage you is the lower half of the purple link, which comes in handy in such a situation. So we escorted her back to safety.
And then it's horse time. This horse is not a Pona. The game explicitly states that, I'm pretty sure. This is just some random horse, which is pretty funny. But yeah, we actually used to carry the horse carrot, or that allows you to activate the horse whenever through this level, and then crush the Gomez with the horses, which was a pretty funny strat, but now we can just skip this whole level with a pickup clip.
Because of course we can.
And then here, I have to do a tricky gem do. Nice. Got it.
Yeah.
I failed that in like all my practice runs. So that feels good to get.
Just gotta get the
gotta fail
failures
them
out of
to
the
get-
way.
I would love to see the game explain why there's 4 Itonas. If it was truly Ipona.
Well, yeah, four naughty Ponos,
Yeah.
as
4
notably
horses?
Or horses
I have
or
that in my
horses.
backyard.
four swordses. All right, I'll workshop that.
Alright, coming up is going to be the jewel skip. Really do or die trick in this run.
Got this.
So we have the medallion, and up we go.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Bada bing, bada boom.
And then I have to do one more to get back into bounds, while being very careful to not trigger the screen to the left. There we go.
So what does the gem actually do there? Why are we doing that?
The jewel doesn't do anything. It's just like a story item. So that's why we want to skip it. But
Yeah, so you can bring it to the trigger and.
Oh,
get
you
that
mean
boss
the
fight.
medallion? Sorry,
Yeah,
too much terminology. Too much terminology.
What the orb?
Yeah, the
doing?
medallion. By throwing it, a lot of screens in this game are what we call screen locked, meaning you can't transition them until the cutscene that plays on that screen plays. But by throwing the medallion, you can unlock the screen because it counts as a cutscene being viewed. Is basically it.
So here in the swamp, here's Shadow Link. Another bomb. How rude. And I'm just gonna zip up there.
And I have to be careful when getting back in bounds. Good. You can actually get stuck there and have to restart the whole level. One of the worst things that can happen in a run. But yeah, the swamp's really cool. Long-time fan favorite level in this game as far as speedruns are concerned. Coming up on the next screen, I have to make a really tight cycle.
Speedrunners historically love goofy cycles.
Mm-hmm.
I got a weird jump placement. That's fine.
Lily pads, please.
Okay. Alright, I had to take that a little slow because the jump placement was really weird. Speaking of really weird things in Forza Adventures, if you kill that main gem soldier here, all of the other ones disappear. Which is not like any other fight in the game. And then this is a swamp jump. You can get a weird double jump off of the swamp water.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, that's another one that like I'm not gonna
so
pretend
cool.
I know how it works, even though I've been doing it for like 11 years.
Swamp is a trampoline, it's fine.
Oh, so that's why Shrek loves it.
It's fun. Fun for the whole family.
And
You know
there's
what
gonna
else is
be-
fun, by the way, if we have a second?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
Well, guess what, chat? Our bonus game milestone for Cooking Mama is now open, so if we meet our milestone, we will add a score attack race of Cooking Mama Cook-Off by Tozzle and NBZ to the schedule later today. Now, that milestone is at $40,000 donated towards the National Women's Law Center. So that means that every single donation that y'all make towards the National Women's Law Center during this time is going to automatically go towards that bonus game being unlocked. That means that if you do want to donate towards that IRL Talking Alf Doll incentive, which you absolutely do, because we do not have much more time to meet it, and I really want to see it, I'm sure y'all really want to see and hear it too, that it will also go towards that bonus game. We're at $618 out of the $2,000 that we need for the IRL Talking Alf Doll, and that needs to be met before Alf. So if you like cooking, if you like weird 80s aliens, if you like Zelda, I think there's so many reasons to donate right now. Exclamation mark donate and apply that incentive towards the Alf Doll.
Jump scare boss.
Yeah. Something really funny can happen on that boss if he goes to the unlit torch 5 times in a row. He has an attack that you very seldom get to see. But he didn't do it quite there, only 4 times. That was really good
Excited.
fun. That's a hard level.
Yeah. It's a great level, great boss fight. Excited to see Cooking Mama later, because I know we can hit that incentive limit.
Shoutouts Cooking Mama, shoutouts Jaden Animations.
So real. That's awesome. If you're a Jaden Animations fan, you gotta donate. We need to see Cooking Mama.
And with that, from the swamp, we're gonna infiltrate Hyrule Castle. And so this is 4-3, Hyrule Castle. It's the only legit level, as we can't, unfortunately, can't really break it open with the skips.
Yeah, no glitches here. This kind of gameplay.
Just some.
But I think it
just
really
some-
speaks to how deep FSA's movement is. For instance, the tasks of this game, which is amazing, by the way, by Shini Heidi. I'll talk about her later and give her do shout outs later, but the task of this game is absolutely incredible. It doesn't have pickup clip because it was made before pickup clip was found, but you should absolutely check it out. It's one of the best tasks of any game ever, in my opinion. Anyway, I got a little off track there. The task is also glitchless in this level, but it still manages to save like over a minute just on movement optimizations, which I think really speaks to how deep and complex the movement in this game can be.
Yeah, it's a great movement game, casually and speed gaming wise. We'll make our way here, just pulling on levers in the walls to make our way through the dungeon.
If you have anything for me, Satan, that would be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. I always do. We've got $50 from Teffy42 who says, shoutouts to all the purple links. Loved playing Four Swords with my 3 sibs as kids. A little smiley face with punctuation. I love that. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out your favorite Link color. We've got 4 in this one. I've heard some love for purple. I've heard some love for blue. None for red and green yet. Red and green fans, y'all gotta step up. And make sure, of course, to put those donations towards the Talking Alf doll. We've also got $10 from I Am Gibbon who says, one of my fave women in gaming, as well as my favorite Link, would definitely be the pink-haired girl Link from magazine illustrations back when the original Legend of Zelda first came out. Less than 3. Nice reference.
Ooh, classic.
That's awesome. Some Zelda lore. Your deep Zelda lore is very much appreciated, by the way, in donations. If y'all got that, please send it in! ! Donate.
What if Zelda was a girl?
What if?
Ooh. What if? If Zelda was a girl, what would she be named? That isn't Zelda, which is already her name.
Probably Hilda. Kind of.
That's to a Link Between Worlds
type Zelda.
I can see it.
I'll accept it as a submission.
This is your reminder that Link Between Worlds is low-key the best Zelda game. This is Valhalla. Part 2. He's back for revenge. This boss works on a hit counter, so basically we just have to hit him 3 times per cycle. It doesn't matter with what, so we just do sword pokes. Some bosses in this game have HP, so that, like, for example, a jump slash will do more damage than just a poke. But for this boss, it doesn't matter, as long as you're hitting him.
Yep, so we just... yeah, poke him 3 times, light the torches again. To get blown out. Rather blustery fellow.
My god, such an awkward timing.
Critically, much like the rest of this level, you do not want to be in that spotlight, because if he sees you, he's blowing out all those candles again.
Yeah, huge time loss. You might think that because this level's glitchless, you can't lose like a lot of time, but the boss makes it really tricky. And definitely lose at high level your run if you get caught on that fight.
High stakes.
And anyway, we got an underworld cutscene, so Satan, if you got anything for me.
The chat, I have an interesting development. My lovely team behind the scenes has gotten me the lines that the Alf doll will say. And I'm thinking that, chat, if you'd like to hear some of these very interesting lines done in my best Alf impression, which is probably not very good, but I'll still give it my all, how about every $500 on the IRL Talking Alf doll thing, we get another. So right now we're at 618. If we get to 1,000, I will say an Alf doll line. So chat, we're less than $400 away from that. Let's keep going. We're also less than $300 away from 31,000. And of course, every single donation goes towards our bonus game later. Speaking of the ALF incentive as well, we've got $5 from Anonymous, who says, if we meet this incentive, we get to see a talking ALF doll IRL as opposed to on stream? I'm intrigued and slightly terrified.
It is coming
I'm
to you.
also those things. Yes, we'll see ALF on stream no matter what, but I want to see ALF in real life as well. Real life ALF coming to you if we raise $2,000. Coming straight to your house. Yeah, definitely. No, just on this stream, don't worry, ALF can't hurt you. He's not real unless you raise $2,000 for the National Women's Law Center. And yeah, he's real.
All right, welcome to the Dark World. We're starting this off with the Woods Maze, the Skull Woods Maze, and unfortunately, this level is, I guess the nice way to say it is kinda chill for as a viewing experience. There's ways to skip basically the entire level, but because of the gem count issue, we just kinda can't. We have to scrounge up some gems from the gutters. So we are going to be here for a minute. So you have to say there's no tech. We get to slide over here, get to keep our orb.
Yeah, we have just about a million ways to skip through pits in this game, but we have pretty limited ways to duplicate gems. So the conditions for a gem dupe are basically that the gem has to be like a static gem that is just out on the overworld, and not one that, for example, spawns from an enemy like these.
Yeah. And also it needs to be close enough to the edge of a screen that you can grab it and leave on the same frame.
Yep.
Which unfortunately only comes up like 3 times during the entire run. So yeah, honestly, we're just going to be causing a forest fire here. Pretty standard stuff. Breath of the Wild shoutouts. But we probably have some donation time unless you got something for us, Lonely.
No, now would be a great time for one or two.
All right, we got $25 from Grace S, who says, first time tuning in and first donation to the Fatales. Love the energy and good luck to all the runners. Oh, that's very sweet. Welcome to your first time. I remember mine so long ago. I'm so happy to continue seeing the Fatales doing great things for all of our wonderful partners, including the National Women's Law Center. And if y'all don't know about the National Women's Law Center, that's who we're helping here at Frost Fatales. The National Women's Law Center is a group of advocates, experts, and lawyers who fight for gender justice, taking on issues that are central to the lives of women and girls. So, by donating towards Frost Fatales, getting our incentives like the ALF doll met, you are also helping women and girls be properly represented and for gender justice to be had. It's a great cause.
Yeah. NLWLC, the other way, is a wonderful organization, and I'm so happy that we get to support them.
Yeah, unironically, one of my favorite organizations that I work with at all as a volunteer. They are really incredible. Not only the work they do, but they also really care about Frost and the entire community of Frame Fatales. They're super energetic to work with us every time. They're incredible. Definitely do give them your support, y'all.
All right, so
I ended up having exactly 2,000 gems here, which is pretty nice.
Nice.
That's optimal.
Yeah.
So fun little tech here. If you go ahead and position yourself so that you are on top of a tile that you are shoveling, you just fall into it immediately and skip the shoveling animation. F.
Yeah, for Frost Fatales.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
All right, 5-2 coming up. Level pretty similar to 2-2 in that it has it's intended to be a big trading quest. Quick cutscene skip here at the beginning, but you can skip basically the entire trading quest part of this level with a simple pickup clip.
And
there we go.
not bad. so that skipped more or less the entire level. And you'll notice that we're kind of low on jumps. We might have a problem here, but first we got Shadow Links. These guys can go into the holes if we get unlucky. We did not. We are
that was very lucky.
We love to see it. And speaking of getting lucky, what if I told you that there's a river of money?
Yeah. I'm trying to go to the River of Money IRL.
I'm blowing up at the River of Money.
So yeah, we're just gonna go down the River of Money, as it is now called. If you have anything for us now, would also be a good time. Because the next level is very intense and there's a lot going on. So we'll probably have time in the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to reiterate that if y'all want to hear my probably not very good elf impression, but I'll give it my all, saying one of the lines that the Talking Elf Doll will say, y'all got to get to 1,000 on the IRL Talking Elf Doll incentive. Right now we are at 643 out of the 2,000 that we need for that. And I want to remind chat that we are only about an hour out from this run finishing, and it needs to be done around when this run ends before Alf. So that's not very much time to make up that amount for the National Women's Law Center, but I know chat can do it. I know y'all want to hear the silly alpha impression at $1,000, so let's absolutely do that. !donate and give some love towards the National Women's Law Center.
I, for one, do want to hear the Alf leaks.
Yeah, I absolutely do.
Make it happen, chat.
This is the first jewel crate we're required to do. There's no real medallion we can take here. So even though we can get out of bounds, we can't transition the screen, really. To skip the cutscene.
You can't transition.
Couldn't be me.
That is sad. Couldn't be me. Shoutouts trans rights.
Yeah, trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights. Woo!
But yeah, unfortunately, we do have to sit through this cutscene. So
you can fire off one more, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've got $50 from Stephen N. Thank you so much for your donation towards the National Women's Law Center. And I did want to mention that if you donate $50, you get entered into every single one of our day prizes for the day, including the $50 minimum donation for the really, really cool souped up SNES that we have and game bundle. So if you're a retro gamer, today is really a great day to donate. Not only do we have that, we have a Pikachu bead art perler for $5, $25 for a frame Ratau. Y'all gotta have that. And if you want to see that bonus game, we've got two $10 prizes for Cooking Mama. There's a Cooking Mama apron and a Cooking Mama baby bib out there. So get in your $10 donations to make Cooking Mama happen, because we absolutely need to meet that milestone, and apply it towards the IRL Talking Elf Doll incentive to get a, I guess, 3-for-1 prize entry, milestone, and incentive. Wow.
All right, coming in to our Shadow Temple here. This is going to be pretty dense overall in terms of tech. Coming into, this is probably the single best level for pickup clips time save. It's like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, in this level alone, it's really ridiculous how much pickup clip saves them. I'm going to do the first one right here, which is going to let me carry this key into the basement instead of having to use it on the key block.
Nice. Just taking it with you. Alright. This is one of the slower rooms, but we do get to do a quick little gap skip right now.
Oops. Gap skips are too hard today, apparently. There we go.
Yeah, you're getting the really stupid hard tricks.
Yeah.
Gap skip is easy for this game, which is to say, it's still very hard.
That's a good way of putting it. I explicitly remember when I was learning this game when I was, 16, I guess. I tried doing a gap skip for the first time, and I thought, oh my god, this is so hard, I cannot do this. But here we are, so you know, never give up, I guess, is the lesson there.
Absolutely. Yeah, quick drag to go ahead and knock those spikes out of the way. And then... Yeah,
Also a trick there
that's not a room.
to, trick the game into respawning me there. I don't know why that one works. It's really weird. But,
the game is unknowable. Alright, quick little, I guess we could call that a mini-boss.
yeah, he puts in the work. He's on the
It's
payroll.
like, is there anything below a mini-boss, like a micro-boss?
These are the questions we ponder.
Very important
Truly.
question.
Alright, guess what time it is? Say it with me now. Pick up clip.
Yeah. Getting a clip in this room is another one of the, like, holy grail tricks of this game for a while.
And because of that-
skips, like, the whole eastern side of the temple.
Yeah. What about pick up clip but in a dark room? That's new.
Oh my gosh, this rat is destroying me. I don't know what it looks like on the capture, but I actually can't see anything. Yeah.
I cannot see anything.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, but we're in. Not even a problem. Assailed by bat-like critters. But we're through. And we are coming up on one of the sillier looking tricks in the game.
Yeah, one of my favorites though. This is bumper guide skip. These are the bumper guides. We're gonna skip them by positioning precisely, too precise. And then rolling, and then sure to set my respawn point here. Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
love it. Just a little roll through the air.
And then we have Phantom Ganon 2.
I think it's Phantom Ganon 4.
Oh, you're so right, actually.
Alright, this one is pretty similar to the Phantom Ganon in World 1, but there's 4 of them, and also you can one-cycle it kind of for free.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, I get it. There's like 4 of him and there's 4 of us. Oh. It's like parallels. Whoa.
Incredible. I'm waiting for 16 Link game.
Yeah, 16 Swords Adventures would go hard. This is a cutscene skip that maybe saves time. Okay, well, not if you do it like that.
More critically, the Hurricane Slash is just very funny.
Yes. You only get the Hurricane Slash when you get the powered up sword, for the record.
Alright. And
Yeah, if you have anything for me, Satan, you're the pretty long end of World Cutscene.
Awesome. Well, as a reminder, we are at 643 out of the 2,000 that we need for that IRL Talking Elf Doll incentive. And I do have a mini incentive for y'all that if we reach $1,000 on that incentive, I will give y'all my best elf impression and a line that the Talking Elf Doll says as a little preview. So we are less than $400 away from that. I think we can get that by, what, an hour and 30 into the run? Y'all got 20 minutes to do that? I think we can do that. Chat, please go ahead and prove me right, because I believe in y'all. Also, as a little update towards our bid war for our Fatal's favorite femmes in gaming, Stamus Aaron is currently in the lead at $100, but there's lots and lots of challengers also on that bid war. You can write in your own as well if you would like. That one is going to influence the Yeti's art bundle, which is really cool. If you go to the Yeti right now, you can pick that up for only $5. The vast majority of that goes to the National Women's Law Center, and you get some really cool GDQ themed art, including eventually the winner of this bid war will be drawn by LLK and put in there too. So it's a super cool opportunity. No matter whether you decide to donate towards that or towards the IRL Talking Elf Doll incentive, all of those donations that you make towards the NWLC go towards the milestone for Cooking Mama later today as our bonus game. So get some donations in, y'all. ! Donate. Just like the $50 donations from Jonesing for Toast. Me too. I like toast as well. And $25 from Zello. So thank you all so much for your generosity.
We're getting the, oh my gosh, I really wanted to bump on that wall. World 6, the Desert World, Desert of Illusion. This level, first off, you already know we're gonna do a pickup clip here. Let's skip grabbing the orb to enter the Shadow World. Now the portal on the right side of the screen here does open and close. So I'm trying to make a cycle. It's like I'm not going to make it, unfortunately. That's fine. Because it gives me time to position red down here.
Yep, to set up time for the next one. I wonder what the elf ones are.
I want to know.
You gotta know.
Well,
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah,
want
you
chat to know. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoarding all the information for myself right now. Defeat me,
I
I'm
can't
the
believe
evil
you do this
host.
for charity.
Exactly.
good cause.
I'm evil for
Unbelievable.
good. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Chat,
Yeah.
please help.
Yeah, come on, Chad. Are we gonna let Satan herself get away with that? I don't think so.
Oh, chat's gonna defeat me. I know they are. They always do. I come on the stream and then I hope that nothing good ever happens again, and then chat always proves me wrong. It's really, really quite hard. It's really painful. Exclamation mark donate, y'all.
And we're just
So this is a gem do pretty cute setup here.
yeah,
I
pick
will
up a
do
coconut,
one more.
headbutt the tree over and over
And then
again.
here I'm gonna do
Get
the
more
floating
money.
link glitch, just to avoid these trapdoors. And then we get a Super Mario reference. We got Cheap Cheats. They actually hit really hard. I want to avoid them. And then coming up, I'm going to do another form of FLG where I jump slash this cactus. And that's going to give me a little teensy bit of height that allows me to go between the cacti.
Yeah, there's heavy floating link glitch usage in this level, which lets us completely skip the use of the level 2 Pegasus boots.
I need to get this guy. And then here's going to be another big fancy pickup clip that's going to skip the second half of the level.
As Ash mentioned, you can level up your items in this game, and it comes
Yeah.
up one time during the speedrun.
Oh, foreshadowing.
This Shadow Link fight can be annoying if he doesn't do what I want him to.
Foreshadow Link is where Link subtly hints that Sheik might be Zelda.
Maybe. I'll believe it when I see it.
And now we've unlocked the 4 sword. I really don't know what 2000 has to do with 4, but I didn't make the game.
It's like 500 times 4, which 4 is a very 4 number, but 500 is not a very 4 number.
Well, hopefully the last jewel cutscene of the run. So, good time for donations before we head into another hard level.
Absolutely. Chat, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at these Alp quotes, and I really, really want to deliver them to you, but y'all, you gotta donate to make it happen. We are going to hold them hostage from you until y'all do donate towards the National Women's Law Center. So, defeat the evil that is me, and to make me talk like Alf. This is a thing that can only happen at Frost Fatale's 2026, and you're going to want it to. So exclamation mark donate, just like these folks. $5 from Sparkiri. Thank you so much for your donation. And $5 from Eden, who says, let's go! I agree, this run's been really, really cool so far. So if you'd like to join them, please do go ahead and type exclamation mark donate in the chat, and allot that donation towards the IRL Talking Alf doll, because in total, we probably only have about an hour to meet that, which is not very much time.
There's definitely less than an hour in this run. I'll say that. I'm making good time. So
yeah, so we really need those donations. It looks like there's time. There's not nearly as much time as it looks like. So chat,
and
let's
it goes
get those
towards an
donations
amazing
in.
cause.
It does. It does. The NWLC does so much fantastic work. They are genuinely just like heroes in the space of law, and they fight for gender justice in the courts and public policy and in our society, working across the issues that are central to the lives of women and girls. They use the law in all its forms to change culture and drive solutions to the gender inequity that shapes our society and to break down the barriers that harm all of us, especially women of color, LGBTQ+ people, and low-income women and families. You can learn more about their incredible work by typing !NWLC in chat as well, so go learn about them and come back and donate as much as you can towards their fantastic mission. Make it so that we can get that IRL Alf doll as well, and all of your donations go towards our bonus game milestone.
So much value and going to a good cause.
Yeah, there's going to be another left-facing pickup clip. Basically the same trick as in 3-3, so hopefully I can get this a little faster. Nice.
I'm done.
It's Shrimple.
Yeah, this level is a big run killer because it has 2 left-facing pickup clips, which, like I mentioned, are pretty difficult. And then a big RNG section at the end. This level has killed many runs.
But not this one, we shall persevere.
It doesn't... You can't kill a run on a left-facing pickup clip if you simply refuse to let your run die. And more attempts means more Alf time.
Yeah.
True.
Local speedrunner Lonely too fast.
Kind of real. Too good at Zelda. Too goated.
Picking up.
So this is a gold rock, or gold gem rock. They drop gems. And an interesting property of these is as long as you leave before the timer on them runs out, they can actually give you infinite gems, which isn't actually useful anywhere in the run. But it is an interesting little tidbit about this game.
Yeah, that's cool. Picking up more gems, making our way downtown.
Walking fast?
Speedrunning fast.
Alright, and here is my personal least favorite place ever. This Shadowlink fight is so awful. If you don't get it in, if one of these two is basically not it, which thankfully it was here, so that was lucky, you lose so much time because you have to play hide and seek, they go in the portal. It's very miserable. And we got lucky here. So.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I will take it.
Love to see it. We don't want our Shadow Links going underground. They won't appreciate the music down there.
Oh, also, there was a Goma fight, and I fought her by picking up my friends and throwing them at her. Just a teensy bit faster than using the bow.
You can do that in real life, too.
Yeah, if you see a spider, just throw your friends at it.
Notably more aerodynamic than a projectile. Right into the pyramid itself for 6-3. We got time for a donation or two.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
probably more.
Awesome. Well, I have a great one. I have $50 from Estrella, who says, just got home from work and I'm excited to watch Lonely absolutely smash a game I struggled with as a kid. Yeah, mood. Seeing all of the glitches in this for the first time is just, I don't know. It's really, really fantastic. Thank you so much for your generosity. And that brings us to 693 out of 2,000 on IRL Talking Elf Doll. So come on, only about 300 till we get to that 1K mark. And I can do an Alf voice. I do a lot of voices on this channel, and I want to add Alf to my repertoire, even though it's going to not be very good. So please, please let me do that! ! Donate.
The Nova Bomb screen here have to manage your movement very precisely as to not be on the main screen when the bomb goes off. I should be good to make this cycle. It might be a little tight. You can also roll in the air in this game, which is something that throws off runners of other Zelda games.
That's just a Dark Souls trick.
Yeah.
Nice, made it through the bomb room.
And then here's a flashy looking pickup clip to get the bombs early. This one's actually pretty difficult.
Alright, you got this. Second time's a charm. I think that's what they say.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
That's what they say now,
Nice.
if nothing else.
Early bombs.
We're trendsetters.
Thank you, Purple Link.
Thank you, Purple
And then
Link.
there's a convenient 1,000 here. It's really good, because this is another level we skip a lot of and don't have access to a ton of gems. Then this gap
Bombs
skip
casually
is
pull a 1k gem.
extremely difficult, but it's no biggie, I guess. That's a 5-block gap skip, which makes it a lot harder than 4 blocks, is what most of the gap skips we do are.
Yeah, it makes it all the more difficult. But Lonely's super awesome at this game.
Ooh, this fight's cool too.
Yeah, so really interesting and innovative use of the floating link glitch here. Basically, by hitting the Moldworm's head, as long as I get a slight bit of elevation, so I'm basically hovering right above it, above its hitbox, which is completely flat. And as long as I keep moving, which is why I move in circles, as long as I keep moving, I'll keep this elevation.
Gotta keep that state, because nothing keeps you safe from a 2-dimensional boss, much like the third.
That's so real. And hey, if you drop it, you can just bonk off its head then.
Yeah. Falling on this fight is a big time loss. So, thankfully it did not happen.
Nice.
No, we got it. Ba-ba-da-ba. 4 sword.
We're through World 6, one of the hardest worlds in the run. Got a pretty long end of world cutscene here, so you can read off a few donations.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're still working towards that ALF incentive, and I do want to remind everyone that we are in 2-for-1 mode, because our bonus game, Cooking Mama, later tonight will need $40,000 on the overall total for the National Women's Law Center in order to get met. That means that if you're donating towards that ALF doll incentive, you are also donating towards our milestone to get our bonus game met. So that is very, very exciting. Definitely get in your donations now. It is a fantabulous time to do it. And we have $25 donation from Dallas doing exactly that, getting us closer to our milestone. So thank you very much for that. $25 also gets you in to win the Frame Rattal prize. It is a knitted frame rattal that can sit on your desk and speedrun with you, that you can love and hug and cherish forever. So absolutely get in those $25 donations for that framed rattal and for all sorts of other prizes as well that are open right now. Exclamation mark prizes in the chat to see everything that is available for y'all to donate to today. There's a lot. They're all fabulous.
Yeah, I want that Rattal.
Let's
so
go,
bad.
Rattals! Rattals, Rattals!
Cal's hype.
Alright, only 2 worlds left. Can you believe how fast the time flies?
Yeah, you're schmoovin'. The time
Yeah.
flies fast because you keep just nailing the tricks, is the thing.
Yeah.
It's true, no, and that means that we have also less time for ALF. Right now we're at 718 out of the 2,000, so a little less than 300 towards that middle of that incentive. But remember, we have to meet the incentive fully before the beginning of ALF, which is our next run. So that's only about an hour away. y'all gotta get on this. We want to see that Alf talking doll. It is, again, unlike anything you've ever seen, and it will kick off the alien block. We have an alien block, by the way, in a really, really fun way. So if you are a fan of aliens, tell us about your favorite fictional alien or alien property. It can be Alf, it can be anything else, in your donations. I want to hear about them.
All right, so we are in 7-1, Frozen Hyrule, as the name would suggest, and as you can see on your screen right now, live television, folks. This is our ice world. Everybody's favorite type of world. Has the best music, has the best physics. I am not sorry. We are going to make good use of those physics in a little bit here at the end of this level to do some really wacky looking stuff. But for now, so we saw the wall of snow at the beginning of the level there. So we're getting Fire Rod to melt that. You can, in theory, do a formation menu clip to skip right over that. It is absurdly precise, and it doesn't really help that much.
Yeah, it saves about a minute, so it is a nice time save, but I am not at all confident in my ability to hit that trick in under a minute. So maybe someday we'll get like a better alternative for it that doesn't require like 12 frame perfect inputs in a row. So
yeah, unfortunate consequence of not being able to do pickup clip going upwards. But that's okay. Means that we can do a little bit more level here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick up a medallion here.
Oh yeah, this is going to be important for yet another talisman skip. Also in this level, we have the penguin room. We ran into the lag room earlier. The penguin room is probably laggier than the lag room.
That's a good point. I also might just die from these penguins. So that might be a thing that happens. I've never been here at one part before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's
dying in this game.
Penguins!
Yeah, dying in this game. That's a penguin W. First off, dying in this game is actually not the worst thing ever. You just have to watch the short cutscene and then you get revived. As long as I don't run out of lives. Where is he?
So we are back. This is an absurdly difficult speed game. That much we cannot deny. But at least in that aspect, in terms of like health management, it's pretty forgiving. All right, we're rolling around here, and while we're doing that, we gotta be careful to not throw the medallion because we need that. So, okay, going in the portal real quick.
Because throw and roll are designed to the same button in this game, the R button. So you have to be really careful to not throw, like Anise said. If you throw the medallion, you might just throw your speedrun. So you know.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just updating chat that we are at 743 out of the 2,000 that we need, so we only need about 250 to get to 1K on the ALF incentive. So chat, can we do that? I want to see perhaps maybe a donation train. We had a thought of 16 swords, Legend of Zelda 16 swords before. So if y'all would like to throw in $1 for every sword in The Legend of Zelda 16 swords, the truly real follow-up to this game that is definitely going to come out of Nintendo sometime soon, please go ahead and load up those $16 donations and we'll send them in at an hour 40 on the timer. Tell us your favorite Zelda game, favorite Zelda character, all that good stuff. And please apply it towards the IRL Talking Alf doll. You'll also be entered in to win all sorts of fabulous prizes. So, putting out the call, let's get this met, y'all.
Yeah! Alright, we just saw a really wild clip right there utilizing the ice physics going through the transition. So we got Green Link rolling on the ice, and then we swap links to a link that's already in the transition state, and that applies ice physics to the transition, which means that we can just slide through that wall before it loads in effectively. And that combined with the breaking the talisman lets us clip out of that room and skip our final talisman.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff.
Yeah, coming up to 7-2, maybe my favorite level on the run. It's definitely a contender. Lots of cool tricks.
Cool level.
Yeah.
The bomb room one is a personal favorite of mine. All will be revealed someday soon. Alright, we just gotta do a little block pushing puzzle here. It's yet another Zelda classic. And we're through. Alrighty. So Lonely, what are you gonna be up to in this level?
So I need to pick up the fire rod. And to do that, I have to do this room where basically we're supposed to throw bombs to destroy a bunch of tiles. But if I am careful, I can call a Link over and simply walk across the tiles instead. And it's one of my favorite tricks on the run. Really just like an instance of this cool Link management and abusing game mechanics. I'm going to go for that here.
We want to smash all these skull tiles here.
Yeah.
And there it is, clean.
I did fall in,
Nice.
but no biggie.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, I didn't get
That room can get a little bit mean because the tiles sort of break themselves. So if you miss one of those skulls, then it can get away from you.
Yeah, you often have, like if you mess up, it's usually better to just reset the room than to try and improvise a solution.
Alright, now we've got the bad room.
Yeah, this is probably the worst room in the game. They were like explicitly thinking about me when they made this one, and like how they could ruin my speedruns and my life. It's got bomb trees, it's got ice physics, it's got these bumpers.
Everything you need.
It does look diabolical.
Not too
I would
bad.
agree.
Right? Awesome optimization there, tossing Link over that ledge. And then we've got the Shadow Link fight. We're going to pre-fire the fire rod here, and that is just going to stun all of the Shadow Links, which is very good because you can't see it in the cutscene here, but yeah, there's fire on them. And if not, they're gonna jump away, and it's going to be very bad.
Yeah, if this one gets out of hand, which it never does because we have that strat, it can be really awful to deal with.
Oh.
And then on this room, I need to make a tight cycle.
Nice.
Okay. That's way harder than it looks, and if you fail it, you lose like 30 seconds.
That looked hard, so I'll believe
Yeah.
you.
Good job.
That's not what I meant to do.
One more once. This is a cool room. Oh, I love that.
So smooth.
I think when I was like first picking up this game, that was one of the strats I saw that was like, okay, I gotta learn this.
Alright, and then we just got a little gap skip to basically close us out here.
Yeah, this one, I don't know why it feels way harder than the other ones. I don't know if it actually is or if it's just placebo, but... And then another roll gap skip here. I do something interesting here. The game will work with me. I use a pot, and I use the throwing animation of the pot to extend my roll a little bit.
Maybe? Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much a 2D Zelda run involves just like physics exploits. I know I was.
I do want to remind y'all with just a second here that we are loading up those $16 donations to send to the IRL Talking Alfdal incentive. We're at 780 out of the 2,000 that we need for that, and we're going to send those $16 donations for 16 Swords, the very real Zelda game that we absolutely have all played and enjoyed, at 1 hour and 40 minutes on the timer. So get those donations ready and make sure to apply them to the IRL Talking Alfdal when y'all send them in at 140. I can't wait to see that number jump. Come on, let's do this.
You gotta love Alf. I mean, I like aliens. I like cats. Maybe not in the same way that Alf does, but
yeah. Alf and cats. I mean, it's kind of like oil and water, you know. Maybe they shouldn't mix.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Two great tastes. They do not go together.
Oh no. This is so cursed.
Alright. We're gonna do the basketball throw shot. That was to skip a cutscene. I didn't do that for fun. The New York Knicks need Link. Sorry. Anyway. We have a cutscene here. You can probably fire off one.
Oh, absolutely. We've got almost $15, or $16. We've got a $15 donation from Anonymous, who says, first dono of the week, a little bump to Alf. Thank you so much for the donation. It is helping. We are at $808 out of the $2,000 that we need for that. So chat, you are making that move. I love seeing that number go up. As a reminder, when we hit halfway, I've got a special secret what's it called? Preview? Yeah. For the Alf doll for y'all. So let's do it. Let's keep it moving. Load up those $16 donations and tell us about your favorite aliens and your favorite Zelda games. Maybe they will coincide. There are like some alien-ish things in Zelda, I feel like.
I mean, Majora's Mask has alien, straight up. So.
That's true, it does. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Tell us about Majora's Mask, chat. Y'all are the Zelda experts. I'm truly not.
Alright, this next level is odd. This is just a weird level, and it's weird in a different way from all the levels we've seen thus far, in that it is almost entirely vertical. We have gravitational link in this one. So,
Link's universal gravitation. God, that's a deep cut. Anyway, so yeah, like Sydney said, the gimmick here is kind of the main screens are this big tower, and then the sub screens are 2D, or you know, top down.
The other 2D.
Yeah, that 2D.
And yeah, this leads to a couple interesting tricks and strats. It also, oh, here's one right now actually. We're going to use a jump.
My god.
Okay, we got it. We got it. Second time's the charm.
I'm gonna have to do this a little.
Yeah. So the idea here is that we can use a jump slash to hit that just like that. It has to be very well timed, but it lets us skip the slingshot. And we got it second time, not a problem. This, unfortunately, also has some of the more cursed combat sections in the game, because it turns out that this level contains a lot of flying enemies that you are required to fight. And while we do have the feather here that lets us jump, it's not a perfect solution. It's often down to RNG to hopefully have them not just fly out of our reach and hover there for a good long while. Alright. Are you gonna do the wacky strat in this room?
I'm going to attempt it.
Alright. I believe in you.
So, yeah, first I have to do this quick mob right here to restall this. But afterwards, I'm going to be setting up the thwomps in a particular way so that I can basically throw a link up onto the platform early. If I get it, you'll see what I mean. But, this is another tricky trick.
Alright. And...
I'm dead. Yeah. I can drop something silly. This game just makes no sense sometimes. You can do stuff like that.
Unknowable game. A little damage boosting here.
Yeah, I'm attempting a damage cancel, which is where you roll the same frame you take damage. And it just negates your knockback entirely. But, frame perfect trick.
Unbufferable
So.
frame perfect trick.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, get in there.
And we got the fire rod.
And then we have to melt this giant ice frog, you know, as you do.
That's just, you know, everyday stuff, really. But yeah,
Just a regular Monday.
We're gonna need to get our feather back at some point here. Fortunately, it's right there. This will let us traverse the rest of the level. Just
These bomb
Gotta
cheats
get the
are pretty
keys out of
strong
the way.
right now.
and not explode.
This jump is a 3-frame jump for no reason. Yeah.
Oh, yep. There it is.
Yeah.
I always love it when game devs just put in something, and I have to assume in testing they got it first try, and they're like, okay, yeah, that doesn't need adjustment.
Yeah.
So,
we
real
got a quick
speaking of
mob
getting it
fight
first
here.
try.
Yeah. You wanna,
Is there time, or would you like
yeah, now's a great time to doing some mob fight.
All right, I want to say that train has left the station. Reminder that a single ticket is $16. Y'all are doing a wonderful job of boarding. We've got $16 from Total Fish, who says, Tetra being able to express her gender in a masculine way did things to my kid brain. Let's go, Lonely, and trans rights. Woohoo! Absolutely love it. Yeah. And we've got
Trans
$16
rights.
from Schnorks, who says, shout out to Link's Tunic. True. Real.
Yeah.
Also, we just hit 1,000 on the IRL Talking Alf Doll incentive. Let's go, chat. We are halfway officially. Let's go. Let's keep going on that. Reminder, $16 is a ticket, and we only have about, I don't know, like 20 minutes left in this run? 25?
Yeah, about maybe even less.
Yeah. And we just got to 31K. So chat, let's keep going. Let's do all of that. Let's get the Alf incentive. And as promised, okay.
Now's a good time
How
if you want
about-
to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the line. How about a hug for the old Alfer? That's one of the lines that you'll be able to hear from Alf. There's some even weirder ones. I'll give y'all one at 1,500 if you'd like to hear it. So keep those donations coming, and go ahead and make sure that they are assigned to the IRL Talking Alf Doll incentive. Only a little bit less than 1,000 to go.
I've never seen Alf, so I have to assume that's a perfect impression.
It's not.
Alright, so this is one of the flying fights. It's been pretty good to us. Okay, we got the knockdown.
That was really good.
And there it is. That was awesome.
That fight is like one of the things that like separates veteran runners from new runners. Knowing how to handle the different RNG patterns.
You'll love to see a good pattern on that. And Lonely making it look clean as our links get abducted by aliens. Hey, speaking of which, alien block.
Alien block. I've got alien donations whenever y'all are ready.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Hit it.
Awesome. We got $100 from Anonymous. Thank you. That's a lot of tickets to that $16 train. Who says, gotta send love to my favorite alien, the GOAT, the classic, the all-timer, Marvin the Martian. Also, to my favorite Zelda, the Minish Cap. The Picori aren't aliens, but they are super cute. Love the input. Keep sending in your favorite aliens. Amazing stuff. And we've got $28 from Lily, which is more than a ticket. Awesome. Who says, I picked up this weird sword and now there's 4 of me. We're each donating the $7 I had in my pocket. Infinite money glitch? Donation goes towards the SatanHerself incentive. Cool.
Humongous. Hi, 4 lilies.
4 whole lilies. That's awesome. If you'd like to duplicate yourself by 4 and donate $4 from your pocket, donate $16 to get on that train. We have $1,022 out of the $2,000 we need for Alf. And as a reminder, that needs to be met before our very next run. So, !donate and donate towards the National Women's Law Center.
So these
Now we are
screen
on-
transitions I'm doing are Japanese exclusive glitch. They did fix this on the English release. And that's like the main reason we play on Japanese is for this level.
Yep, here level 8-1, Realm of the Heavens. We can jump across on the borders of these clouds.
Lobster annihilated.
Nice.
Tell them to bring out the whole ocean.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe and do the pickup clip. There is a hover you can do here that is faster than the pickup clip, but it's stop block risky. Anyway, speaking of hovers, I'm gonna do the long hover in this room, which is a very cool trick.
So cool.
That's wild. Did not know Link could fly.
Yeah, in this game, in some worlds, Link can just fly over pits. That's another one I'm not gonna pretend to understand. Basically, if I had to... This is awesome. If I had to, like, theorize... Okay, just wanted to fall one more time. For the culture. We're gonna have to back in time in this level, but that's fine.
Yeah, sometimes these gems just be falling into pits. This can happen with the, when, like, the gems rain down after an encounter. Sometimes the big gems just fall into a pit, and it's like, okay.
Yeah,
I guess that happened.
kind of an unfortunate thing about this game, but you learn to fall into the pit yourself. You learn to deal with it and just like learn and jump back up.
Speaking of like going fast, by the way, just wanted to ask, how much time do we have left in this run, do you think, Lonely?
Probably like 15 minutes.
Ooh, okay. That's about 16 minutes. So chat, let's get in those $16 donations for Alf. We really do not have a whole lot of time to meet that incentive. We still have a little bit less than 1,000 to go on it, and we really want to see that IRL talking Alf doll. So please do get in your donations and apply them towards the IRL talking Alf doll incentive. Let me know whenever y'all have time, because we have a lot of people boarding this train as well.
Now would be a good time for one.
Okay, we got $25 from Ruby Sun, who says, did you know that ALF is actually an acronym? It stands for All Links Are Fast, which Lonely is proving very true right now. Let's hear that ALF doll chat.
These Dodongos are destroying my entire life right now.
Yeah, Dodongo, please. I know they're upset. We don't want to play with them this time, but gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
There we go. So this is what back in time looks like.
Yeah, because we had the less than 4 sword. So zooped back to the beginning. Luckily, we still know all the tricks of the trade. And now we have perfect 20/20 vision to see through to the end of the level.
Beautiful. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, chat's saying many good things. We've got $16 from Spirit Autumn Song, who says, my favorite alien is Princess Kaguya, the girl from the moon in the tale of the bamboo cutter. And in her most recent anime adaptation, a lesbian. Let's go lesbians. No way, that's so cool. Let's go lesbians.
Let's go lesbians.
Let's go
Yeah.
lesbians.
That's so cool. If you love lesbians, donate for the IRL Talking Alf doll. I'm gonna headcanon that Alf loves lesbians right now. And we're just gonna say that that's true.
I'm on board.
I think Alf is cool like that.
That was an interesting mistake. Anyway, this is AT. Starts off in a, as I like to say, apparently 2D segment, side scroller type. But we'll transition, that's the transitioning, into a more standard top-down level. On this next screen, there's a really cool setup where I set up in a pixel-perfect spot. Pixel-perfect shot to shoot those horizontally instead of riding the cloud and shooting them vertically to get gems.
And
Okay, so what's going on here?
clear all 4 of them.
If I told you I knew, that would be naive. So I'm gonna go back here.
The dark cloud.
So this is, I'm gonna break the transition pretty much, and Red Link's gonna be there, and right now Green Link is at the top of the train, so we can just go to the top.
Yeah,
that's a really
friends are
weird
magnetic.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I love that. It's so silly looking.
And then dip in right before the bomb explodes.
Yeah, there is a tight cycle I can make here, or attempt to make. So I did skip getting the bombs, which means I need to destroy these with a downward slash, which I got first try. Hopefully I will get this. Okay, nice, not even worried.
Yeah. Red gem get.
Nice. Chad, I fear Lonely is crushing this, and I love, but I also fear, because that means this run is going really, really fast, and we do not have very much time to meet that Alf talking doll. So, let's hear from some more folks who are joining that $16 train. $16 from I Am Gibbon, who says 4x4 Swords is the expanded DS remake, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep
So
going
I
with
think
that, Chad.
those-
We really need those donations so that we can meet that soon. It really needs to be met before the beginning of ALF, so we don't have that much more time.
Yeah, so I had to kill those Wizrobes with my sword and not the arrows, because if you kill them with the arrows, they don't drop rubies. I said rubies again. Gems. Anyway, that was the
you said
formation
gems.
cover. Yeah, sure.
I'll cover for you. You totally said gems the first time.
Yeah.
And then coming up is by far the hardest hover in the run. A lot of people don't even do this. This is pixel perfect, and the timing, or basically pixel perfect, and the timing is very precise as well.
On the plus side, it does look incredibly cool.
Always a plus.
This should work.
Here we go.
Zoop, zoop, zoop. Yeah, we just hovered in a east-northeast kind of direction into this arena.
Yeah, we're just taking this fight.
I kill these guys with bow, because whenever you kill gem soldiers with the bow, there's an so that's an example of the gem falling in the hole. I think I might still have enough.
You might be good?
Okay.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, whenever you shoot a gem soldier with a bow, when they die, they'll drop an extra 5 gem. So that did actually bail me out there. If I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have had enough. Here's a gap skip. Okay, cool. I'm really glad that worked, because that one's been failing a lot on me lately. And then here is a really big trick. Just a simple gap skip. For some reason, this screen, even though it has a major fight on it, is not locked. So you can just walk around the trigger for the fight.
That's
and
cool.
skip it.
Nice. Alright.
Alright. 8-2.
Final level. 8-3.
Last one.
Also,
Get those Alps in.
debatably the hardest
Yeah.
level in the run. Has a lot of pickup clips. The only time in the run we're going to be upgrading an item, I'll be upgrading the Pegasus Spirits. Because the upgraded Pegasus Spirits are just incredibly broken for the purposes of this level. They allow me to walk over pits just innately, which is incredibly useful. The first
I also do
simple
have an
pickup
ALF
clip here.
update.
Ooh.
Yeah, go for it.
So, our runner, Lady Ariana, says that their ALF doll may or may not be cursed. They had to adjust the voice box because it was sounding possessed, and now it's up to RNG whether it sounds possessed or not. So that means that we might be getting possessed ALF doll if you all donate to make
Yeah.
this happen.
Only one way to
So-
find out.
only one way to find out. Absolutely keep donating towards that. We're at 1,122 out of the 2,000 that we need. Let's get that final push, y'all. We do not have very much more time. Exclamation mark donate.
Was that stack doll's probably good.
Yeah. Beginning of the level, we used a formation menu clip to get past those annoying electrical gates.
And then I did a pickup clip there to skip the trials. The trial skip feel like a classic Zelda trick in many Zelda games. In this game, pretty cool, we have to do trial skip twice. Because I'm going to be doing something really interesting here called the bomb glitch. Doesn't really have like a fancy name. If I can do trial skip.
Nice.
Basically, I'm going to be storing the explosion of the bomb.
As you do.
Ooh, I got a random fail. Sometimes that happens. It's fine. Probably just like a bad frame macros Y or something. I can set it up again real quick.
Store the explosion.
There we go.
Nice.
And that allows me to blow up that wall remotely.
This game is so wild.
I'm going to pick up this heart container for the final boss. So you may have noticed that I did not pick up any gems here, and that's because this is the only gem barrier that we can skip. Unfortunately, the pickup clip to skip this is the hardest one. This is, well, technically all pickup clips are frame perfect, but this one is like extra frame perfect. I'm not going to get all into it, but I have to do a frame perfect roll out of the pause.
Okay, if you could see me in real life, you would have seen my eyes bug out like a cartoon character because we are over $1,500 towards the alpha incentive. Oh my gosh, y'all, come on, we have the final 500 to go. Whoa, just like that. So let me give y'all an alpha line real quick. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. That was something.
Excellent
Makes me
impression,
feel
Satan.
things. Thanks. Keep on going, chat. And please, please tell us more about what you're doing.
Believe it or not, this is the easier way to skip this.
Yeah, for me at least.
The other one is, I believe, just a ridiculous chain of formation menu clips.
And
I'm gonna get this track. I've decided.
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay.
Always remember to
I meant this
practice,
one.
you know,
It always
When
goes
you're-
off by one.
when you're out with your friends and you find yourself at the gem gate. Always take a little time to practice, you know, throwing each other through it. And
There we go.
Hey.
there we go. Rolled in such a way we just get one link stuck in the other side and we can all join them.
That trick is also very new. It's like a week old. That method of doing it, at least. And then we have
be able to
the
teleport to
body
my
here.
friends.
I got this Dyson vacuum boss here.
Waiting for a moment.
Ow.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then kind of reminiscent of Super Mario Brothers 2. With that mask that chases you. Or at least I think so.
I can see it.
got some love for you if you want to hear.
Yeah, sure. This is like the last opportunity, so go for it.
All right, we got $25 from Gambit Dragon, who says, my favorite femme in gaming is Madeline from Celeste. She gave me the courage to confront my own Madeline and accept my true trans self. Also, Lonely is killing it. Agreed.
Yeah, she is.
Absolutely. We've got $25 from Court, who says, this has been such a great run, Lonely. Let's get that alpha incentive and keep the love going for NWLC. Agreed. We are at 1,547 to go on that incentive, so we are $453 away. And chat, that sounds very doable, and it absolutely is. I know y'all will do it, but we do still have to do it. Lonely is almost done with this run, and it needs to be met before the next run. 5 minutes, chat, you got this. $16 train, hop on it. We can do it together.
One last table tennis match after this escort section.
Yeah, Zelda has a lot of tennis. More than is usual for the series. But we've only got the one castle collapse, so we've got to make it count.
Mostly just waiting for Zelda to walk on down.
We'll bonk all the baddies to make the way clear for Miss Zelda.
Gotta clear the road for the princess after all.
Oh, absolutely.
One sort of unfortunate thing about these fights is Zoe didn't power up the sword, and that means we do a lot less damage.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Lonely is a professional.
I'd like to think so.
Can confirm.
This run has
Here, I'm
been
gonna pick up the blue bracelet. I was damaged received. Hopefully with the extra heart and blue bracelet, I shouldn't die again. But you never know.
I didn't hear nothing. You got this.
Yeah. Show no fear.
And then level 2 Pegasus Boots also speeding up the collapse considerably.
I love
So
how
as we come to the end here,
slowly coming down.
Yeah, no urgency.
Building collapses.
But as we come to the end here, I want to thank my two commentators. Y'all did great. Thank you for joining me on this Four Swords adventure.
Yeah, thank you for having us on. I had a wonderful time. This is a super cool game, and I'm glad I got the chance to learn about it.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks only for showing off your passion for this wonderful game and awesome speed run. And I'm sure Ganon will not hinder your victory.
Yeah, nobody's ever lost a run again in this game, thankfully.
And just as we load in here to the arena, just in general in this Ganon fight, Lonely's going to be super aggro to avoid a portal attack. And as we don't have an upgraded sword, so we will try to jump slash as it does more damage, especially as he moves away. And then, just bonk him a whole bunch and play tennis and then win. So best of luck, Lonely, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, let's focus on this game.
It's one of the bigger Ganons, I feel like.
He is a thick boy. Good.
Looking good. This is unfortunately a high-tension sequence. It can potentially cost you a lot of time. But so far...
We need that that extra heart container proving to be useful.
Yeah. A lot of this damage is somewhat intentional. We're trying to just stick on him like glue. And that's what you gotta do.
I'll be after I do 5 hits on, or I have to hit back 5 green orbs, and then hit the light orb into him one final time. Oh my gosh. Please.
Alright, let's count it off.
He's coming for me! Oh my god.
What is that? I've never seen that before.
I've not never seen that before, but it is extremely rare.
Alright, there's one.
One? Do I see 2?
No. Here's 2. Oh my gosh, she is dodging like a I want to be the guy fan game player. What is this? I've never missed this many shots on Ganon. Alright, there's 2.
Kind of shocking. Okay, 2?
Ganon doing his best Marty Supreme.
3.
3.
4, and then I'm gonna queue up an arrow with purple so I can try and get a quick shot in here. Okay. I just wanted Zelda to get hit because I hate her. And time.
Nice!
Time.
Woo! GG!
GG's.
GG.
GG's.
Alright. So I don't know, we had some tech difficulties, so I don't know what the time y'all have is, but my time right at 2:07:25, which is pretty good. My PB is a high 159. Sub 2 hover, by the way. So yeah, thanks for having me run this game. It's probably like the speed game that means the most to me in terms of like sentimental value. Thanks for the GT. This game has taken me places that I thought I would never go, literally and figuratively. And it's pushed me extremely far. And the people I've met because of it are some of the best people I've ever met. Specifically want to shout out Naviolin, who is the world record holder. I owe like my life to that guy. He's so awesome. And then Schnee Heidi, who is like the main glitch hunter for this game, who found, if she hadn't found Pickup Clip in 2024, I never would have come back to this game. And I wouldn't be doing this one right now. I never would have gotten sub 2. So, yeah, shouts to those two and then everyone else who owns this game and contributes. So thank you all very much. That's going to be it for me. Thanks, y'all.